Hi boys and girls, mums and dads, grandmas and granddads, and indeed anyone else who's watching St George's Family Church Facebook today. So today we're going to start off with doing the actions, performing the actions and singing the words to Our God is a Great Big God. If you don't know the actions, just follow me. Are you ready?
Our God is a great big God. Our God is a great big God. Our God is a great big God, and He holds us in His hands. Our God is a great big God. Our God is a great big God. Our God is a great big God, and He holds us in His hands. He is higher than a skyscraper, and He's deeper than a submarine. He is wider than the universe and beyond my wildest dreams. And He's known me and He's loved me since before the world began. How wonderful to be a part of God's amazing plan. Our God is a great big God. Our God is a great big God. Our God is a great big God, and He holds us in His hands. Our God is a great big God. Our God is a great big God. Our God is a great big God, and He holds us in His hands. He is higher than a skyscraper and deeper than a submarine. He is wider than the universe and beyond my wildest dreams. And He's known me and He's loved me since before the world began. How wonderful to be a part of God's amazing plan. Our God is a great big God. Our God is a great big God. Our God is a great big God, and He holds us in His hands. Our God is a great big God. Our God is a great big God. Our God is a great big God, and He holds us in His hands. Our God is a great big God. Our God is a great big God. Our God is a great big God, and He holds us in His hands. 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 And He holds us in His hands.
So that was really good, boys and girls. One of our favourite songs, Our God's a Great Big God. Now, you may remember 2 weeks ago, our friend Cheeky Charlie went off to meet his friends at the safari park. And I'm really... Oh, Charlie, your glasses are falling off. Let me put your glasses back on for you. There you go. I'm really to say that he's going to be helping us again at our family church. So let's give it a big round of applause to show our appreciation to Charlie for helping family church today. Oh, Charlie, you've lost your glasses again. Let me put your glasses on. So I noticed, Charlie, that you've been... Charlie, do you really need glasses on? No. Why have you got glasses on? You just thought you'd be like me. Because I do a lot of reading and you want to be wise. Oh, thank you, Charlie. But if you don't need glasses, I think we'll get rid of those glasses. So, I've noticed that you've been reading your book, Charlie. Is that right? Have you been trying to catch up with your homework? Because it's really important, Charlie, that we catch up with our homework, the work the school sends us when we're in lockdown. So, oh yeah, he's really studious. So Charlie, you can take a break for a little bit if you want to. And what book are you reading anyway? Let me have a look. Oh Charlie, this is the Bible. You're reading the Bible so you can become a wise monkey. That's really good. I'm going to leave your book right by you there so you can carry on reading. But let's have a stop for a moment. Because all the children out there, they would like to hear, they're the ones, they'd like to hear about your trip to the safari park. So tell me, did you have a really fun time? Yeah, you enjoyed swinging on the trees? What was that like? Tell me about it. You're a little bit upset and a bit jealous because you couldn't stay overnight with your best friend Floppy in his brand new monkey house. Well, that's the government is telling us we can't stay overnight in our friends, not yet anyway. But we can now, but last week we couldn't. Anyway, why were you jealous? Because Floppy's house was a lot better than the living in the vicarage with me. Is that right? Is that how you feel? Oh, Charlie, why was Floppy's house so much better? Ah, so his new monkey house had wall-to-wall carpets, and you were cosy, and solar-powered heating. So you're always nice and snuggly, and a room with a view. So what could you see out of your room with a view, Charlie? You could see all the trees that you like swinging on. That sounds really nice. And you could see all the other animals in the safari park, all the other friends and whales. And it was painted yellow. Your favourite colour because it reminds you of bananas. Oh, Charlie, that sounds like a wonderful monkey house. But you were a bit jealous of Floppy. Oh, Charlie, why? Because Floppy kept telling you how good his new monkey house was. And you think he was laughing at you because you live in the vicarage with me. Oh, Charlie, I don't think Floppy was laughing at you. After all, you and Floppy are best of friends. So, what happened next? Do you mean that big storm last week with all the thunder and lightning? And yes, all the wind was getting stronger and stronger and the rain was coming down harder and harder. I remember that. Oh, you were in the safari park when that happened, that big storm. So what happened after that, Charlie? Really? The brand new monkey house was flattened in the storm like that. And it was ripped apart. And all those fitted carpets and solar panels were flying around in the whirlwind. Oh dear. Poor Floppy. At least my house here in the vicarage withstood that storm. And that's because it was built on strong foundations. What was Floppy like when his house got all torn apart by the storm? He was crying like that. Oh, poor Floppy. And then you heard something about the gamekeepers, is that right? What? You heard the gamekeeper saying it was because the new monkey house was built on a patch of sand that when the storm come, it all got flattened down. And that's why your friend Floppy was crying. Oh dear. So then what happened? Oh, really? You felt sorry for Floppy and you invited him to come and live in the vicarage with me and you. Oh gosh. Charlie, that was very, very kind of you. But we don't have enough room for another monkey, especially a monkey like you. And that's why you were reading your Bible. Why? What does it say? That's right. Jesus does talk about a story in the Bible about the best way to build a house, that it should be on firm foundations and not on sand. Otherwise, because like Floppy's house, it will fall down with a great big crash. That's absolutely brilliant. So you think you've been studying your Bible So you can build a monkey house for Floppy in the vicarage gardens, on firm foundations so it doesn't fall down. Oh, Charlie, that is really kind of you. But the story that Jesus told in the Bible, it's not a plan for building storm-proof monkey houses. No. Jesus told the story to teach the boys and girls and the mums and daddies about making good choices in life. You see, we often want to do things quick, and we want to look for the quickest way and the easiest way of getting what we want. But often that's not the best way. No. When we really want something that's going to last a long time, like a house on a firm foundation, we have to work hard for what we want. Think of it like this with all the boys and girls. When they do their SAT test in school, they have to work hard all year in school and do their homework. So when it's time for the SAT tests, if they've not done all that hard work, they could fail. Or maybe even get a low mark. So all the boys and girls know that if they want a good grade, they have to work hard all year round to do the best they can. So when it's time to take the test, they don't fail and they achieve the best mark that they're capable of achieving. Do you understand? Let me give you another example. If you want to be a good footballer, you like to be a good footballer, or a musician, you've got to practice hard. You can't just go into a football match and play for Liverpool and expect to be the best football player. You can't just go into a concert and play the guitar and expect to be a brilliant guitarist. You have to practice hard and do your best at whatever you do. That's right, Charlie. If you want to be a good friend, you sometimes have to work hard on maintaining your relationships with your friend. For example, when you've fallen out, you have to make up again, and don't let that come between your friendships. Charlie, I think you're getting the hang of it now. If you want to be a good Christian, you need to apply the teachings in the Bible to your life. The teachings that tell us to love God and love each other. And you know, Charlie, sometimes loving each other can be hard. Yeah. Charlie, you are so clever. That's right. If you want to be a good landlord, you should only charge a reasonable rent. You don't want to charge a rent to people that they can't afford to buy food or clothes. You have to charge a reasonable rent. But hang on a minute. Why are you talking about landlords and rent? And you're not a landlord? So why are you talking about it? You want to be a landlord? Just tell me why. You're just wondering, when you build Floppy a new monkey house in the vicarage gardens, how much you should charge him for rent. Oh, Charlie, come here. You're not going to build a house for Floppy. No. And you're certainly not going to charge him any rent. No. You see, I don't mind Floppy coming here to have a sleepover with you because he's your friend. But there's no building of monkey houses. No. And no charging of rent. Go and put that back. Do you understand? Are you sure you understand? You see, that passage is all about making wise choices. And very soon, in the next few weeks, possibly in August or going into September, we will be starting our family church up again. And you can come if you want. But the leaders in the church, we have to be very wise, and we have to choose our timings carefully and about how many children come into our family church. Because that nasty old virus is still round. And we have to make sure it's safe for our mummies and daddies to come in. It's safe for our children to come in. And it's safe for our grandmas and granddads. So we've got to practice social distance. But I am really looking forward to seeing everyone again in the near future. Are you, Charlie? All the children and all the mumsies and dads. That would be, oh yes. Getting so excited, you're passing out. So, today's post we're going to close with a little prayer. Alright, so if you're out there, boys and girls, like we always do, hands together and close your eyes. And then if this is your prayer, just say Amen at the end. Jesus, our friend, we thank that you teach us about many things in life. Help us always to make good choices in our lives, both now and in the future. Amen. Thank you. Shall we say goodbye to all the children? Bye bye. See you next time.